Speaking of bacon, let's cross over to pigskin. I'll cross this one off my. There we go. Everybody's going to think I'm crazy. Well, they already do. But I thought that Vince McMahon trying to do the XFL again was crazy, and it was never going to work. And why the fuck? And he's 75, and can he just keep his money or give it to his kids or whatever? But now I think it's going to work. I think they can make something out of this. And for $15 million, didn't Vince spend $200 million? Well, he committed to spending $200 million. He's trying to get out of all those bills, right, with the bankruptcy. They get the ownership, the assets, the name, the trademarks, all the stuff, $15 million. How can, and here's another thing. How the fuck can The Rock be any cooler? Not only does he go from a fucking guy with $7 in his pocket sleeping on a dirty mattress on the floor to the biggest movie star in the world, he also marries a financial genius. And when they get a divorce and break up, they're still friends and do business together. Is he human? Who does this? He's literally, I think The Rock is a space alien. I think he's from outer space. He's from another planet. Nobody is this perfect.
The planet growth hormone.
God damn it. How dare you? But anyway, I think this is good because look at this. Not only is The Rock the biggest mainstream movie star in the world and a huge name, he's a great guy. Everybody loves him. Nobody says anything bad about him. He succeeds in everything he does. His wife apparently is sharper than a fucking tack. She's in all these big business fucking deals. He's a former football player, so he's not gonna. Vince liked the concept, I guess, of football, but he wanted to monkey with football, especially the first fucking iteration of the XFL with all the rules changes and just he could do whatever he wants. The Rock loves football because he played football, and he's not going to fuck football up. It'd be the difference in putting me in charge of the rules of professional wrestling or putting, fucking Twinkle Toes McFingerbang in charge. Somebody that respects and loves and appreciates the profession will obviously treat it more seriously.
I think a lot of people will give it a chance with The Rock owning it.
Yeah.
More people than if Vince McMahon owned it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I say he's the biggest baby face, too, in Hollywood, and nobody says a bad thing about him. Nobody was pulling for Vince McMahon to succeed at anything, even wrestling anymore, whereas everybody's always on The Rock's side. And like he's a football player. He respected the fucking game. He'll respect the players. He not only doesn't need the money, which Vince didn't either, but Vince has that Donald Trump Republican fucking mindset where, everybody's got to have the most money possible and nothing else matters. And I just think in every way this will be and it won't be something that, Vince was going to piss off the NFL, I'm pretty sure, pretty quickly if it had come to that. Whereas The Rock ain't going to do that. He's not going to think they're going to take over and run the NFL out of business. They're going to do their own thing, and they'll probably be working hand in hand by the time it's over with. But I'm convinced that The Rock, in every way, what you mentioned, people are going to be pulling for him. It's a babyface thing. He respects the sport. It doesn't have the negative connotations. I think this is the best thing could have happened to that fucking business. I guess the worst thing would have been Vince to keep owning it and run it, actually. But who would have thought? And then Rock had to clarify that his wife, it was her idea because everybody was leapfrogging her. She's the first female owner of a major sports franchise, but isn't he the first black owner?
Well, the thing is, it was a bit ridiculous as soon as it was announced. Naturally, every headline was The Rock purchases XFL with partners. And she got, I guess, upset. How come no one's mentioned me in these articles? Because you're not The Rock. because you're not The Rock. You were married to The Rock. You're partners with The Rock, but you are not The Rock.
But I could see where she would get pissed if it was her idea.
What?
But yeah, that's
Still,
and hopefully, but I'm sure she knows that down deep that the reason why people give a fuck is not because Danny Garcia purchased the XFL, but because The Rock purchased it.
Take The Rock out of the picture, and it's just a bunch of investors that purchased the assets of the XFL.
Yeah, exactly. But having said that,
it's nothing personal, but know your role.
Hey, Brandy.
But she's gonna start up a group, XFL Heels, for women fans.
Oh God, we'll get to that shortly. At least football has women fans. But is that the case? If she's the first female owner of a major sports franchise, is he the first black owner? Because I haven't kept up with my owners of professional sports franchises.
Well, again, you say franchise, but it's a league. It's a big difference between a league and a franchise.
I'm sorry. Well, you say tomato, I say tomato. A league, the whole shooting match, the whole kit and caboodle. That's interesting. Maybe we should check that. There weren't any black baseball players till 50 years ago. Has anybody ever owned the league or owned the fucking whole thing? Run the whole thing? What about the NFL? Who owns that place over there? I'm telling you, The Rock will be president one day. As a matter of fact, as soon as I saw Barack Obama the first time, I said, he's going to be the first black president and Rock's going to play him in a movie. And I bet you then Rock's going to complete the loop. He's going to play Barack Obama in the movie, and then he's going to get elected president.
We'll just
charmed,
see. We'll
a charmed
see
life.
about that. We'll see.
A charmed life. Charmed, I say.